what we're saying is equity. Okay, this two salary structure was to be upwardly adjusted, as agreed, in 2009 when they negotiated for this salary structure. But what happened was that, like I said, the commerce has been adjusted twice. It was adjusted in 2014, and it was also adjusted last year, 2017. So, in all fairness, you have all parties concerned in the health sector. You cannot adjust for one, party and leaving out the other. So that's just it. So, government would need to do, the needful. This was an agreement that was entered, into with the unions and the government. So I see no reason why the government will at this time. When we started this strike initially, the government came up and said there was no agreement initially. But now I think they have shifted that away, and they're now saying there's need for them there's a high-level committee that's been set, high-body committee that's been set up that we need to renegotiate. And what the unions are saying is that we have gone past that stage. Government has to be committed to what. We are not happy that the health sector is in this shape. It can be anybody. Anybody can fall sick. Anybody can need, medical attention and things like that. But it's quite unfortunate that the government, up until this time, this is over 3 weeks, and we are still having meetings that are ending in deadlock.
The problem of recurrent crisis in I would say, labor sectors generally, is not a new one. And I think it became protracted since after the Udoji Award of 1971-72. That is when awards started being given across boards without looking at individual performances, individual productivity levels, not to talk of productivity levels of various professional groups and services. So things were now being graded somewhat across board, such a way that every 3 years or every 4 years everybody is promoted, whether they've done well or not. And then the idea of everybody earning the same thing now creeped in. So whether you are working for Ministry A or Ministry B, or you are working for University A or University B, or you are working in Department A or in Department B, everybody is in this level, is getting the same salary. So once that psychology got into Nigerian workers, it became difficult to now assess anything based on productivity and performance and skill set. The important thing now is that, you are a government worker. And once you're a government worker, maybe you're a university graduate, after every 3 years or 4 years, you should be promoted to the next level, whether you are performing or not, whether you are highly productive or not. That is where this whole problem set in. And then for the health sector, the doctors found themselves highly marginalized over the years from the 1972 period till Olikoye Ransom Kuti, as health minister around 1991 under Babangida regime, attempted to solve this problem by developing the medical system salary scale, we call the MSS salary scale. But soon after that scale came out to address the issues facing the doctors and trying to reverse the brain drain and all that, there was a massive reaction. Strictly speaking, from the point of view of doctors then, there was no privilege. They were only trying to get something that could make them stay and provide the services that the country dearly needs. And they never said that the country should not improve the welfare of other workers. But it now seems that because they've seen what Olikoye did, because the document is not hidden, everybody now wants what Olikoye did for the medical doctors. And that's not a fair way to go. It's not a fair way to go. If you have your own peculiar needs, go forward, talk with government, and if government sees reason with you, fine. But you don't have to say that you must get what the doctor is getting. That is why it becomes almost impossible for government to solve the problem, because it now generated a kind of rivalry, an unhealthy rivalry at that. So it's a very serious problem that I think that government needs to look at again. Where did they go wrong? I think by trying to equate everybody together and having a common salary structure across board, even in the civil service, without taking note of individual merits, individual productivity, and even exceptional performances. And that is what has led to this situation. Maybe with the advice, we can ask International Labour Organization to come and assist us. We must set up lateral arrangement with inputs from International Labour Organization, with inputs maybe from some other countries that have healthy workforce to advise government as to how to get it right and move forward.
If as a person you spend 4 years, 5 years in the university, you're a consultant in your own setting, you are special in your own area of calling. You are doing your work, you can't do your work. Are you getting me? But you can complement each other. But sorry to say it, Nigerian medics, or they need to sit up. Let them do the work of medical doctors and let the other healthcare professionals do their work. If you're talking about entry points, stages, grade level, I mean, if you enter with grade level, whatever, the parity must be there, maybe a year difference or whatever. But the situation that you say a pharmacist of grade level 16, his monthly salary will not be compared with a medical doctor that just graduated last year. For what? Because somebody played stupid politics with the salary structure of health workers. That must stop. If it will take Johesu strike